So hello everyone, this side Abhishek Shukla and I am going to teach you a whole economic subject. The students who are preparing for SSC, CGL or any exam you are going to give in this whole year, either related to the SSC or UPSC. So the subject which we are going to study, this is totally economics. So first of all, in this session I just want to give you a complete information. What are the points, what are the topics, what are the whole syllabus that we are going to I used to teach you. So let's start our syllabus. So as you all know, approx 3 to 4 questions, as you all know, approx 3 to 4 questions are to be asked in your whole syllabus from the point of for the from the point of view SSC CGL examination. So first of all, the basic terms, as you have already know, in this in the whole syllabus of economy, first of all you know the basic concepts of economics. Basic concepts of economics, it means what? In this terms you will going to study the first definition. What is the definition of economics? Let's try to understand what is the actual meaning of economics. We study whole subject of economy and at the end we don't know what the actually meaning of economics. So let's try to understand. So as you know, it is a Greek word. It is a Greek word. This economics word, this economics word come from a Greek word that is oiko, oikonomia. Okay, so this further divided into two parts. The first one is oiko plus nomia. Okay, so what is the actually meaning of oiko? Oiko means household, household, right? And if we talk about the nomia, nomia means to management, to management, to management. So this total means oikonomias means that is household to management. That means we can say here we can talk about household management, household management, household management. Here a word you are able to see, that is word management. When it comes from management, why we are saying this is a management? Because as you all know, if you are going to a market, you have a limited amount of money to spend. But if you talk about your wants, your desires, that is totally be unlimited. When you go to the market, you see the products and you have some wish that I should buy this one, I should buy this one, this one, this one. But is it really possible that you all things that you can buy the amount you have? Totally not possible, because your wish, your wants are totally be unlimited. But if you talk about the money that you have, it's limited. It means you have to manage this, you have to manage this of resources, manage this of amount to complete your wish. It means what? You have the, it means you have the unlimited wants. Unlimited wants is more than your limited resources. Are you getting my point? Limited resources, it means we can say if you have a unlimited wants and if you have a limited resources, so that you have to manage, you have to manage those things to complete your wish, or you can say desires. So that's why we are saying you have to management, right? So now here we can say what is the meaning of resources. First of all, we need to understand the meaning of resources. We are not going to study whole syllabus like this in this session. In this session, I just want to clarify the actual meaning of economics and going through the whole syllabus only, right? In this session, we just study about the only definition, what the actual definition, and what the actually we are going to study in whole in 30 to 40 classes to complete this syllabus. Am I clear to everyone? So let's start. What is the actual meaning of resources? What is resources? What is resources? Anything that can be used is will be known as resources. Whatever you are using in your daily life, that all the things you can say this is a resources. If I am using this pen to satisfy need of writing, it means this is a resource for me, right? Am I clear? If we are using a copy to write the notes, it means copy is a resource for you. So whatever you are using, whatever can be used in your life, that all things can be known as resources, right? So what is resources? If you want to write what is the meaning of resources, whatever, or you can say anything, anything can be used, anything can be used, that will be known as resources. Am I clear to everyone? So is this any possibility that you have the resources unlimited form? Totally not. If you want to celebrate your birthday, like for example, we just take an example. If you want to celebrate your birthday, so you have a limited money, let's say example 1,000 rupees that you have right now, but your friends are demanding, I just want to just give us the party, like we want to go mall. Some friends will say that we want to have some drinks, we want to some have this type of foods, we want to just travel there. Lot of things your friends will say. But is this any possibility that you can complete all the wishes of your all the friends? Totally not possible. Why? Because you have the limited amount of money, it means you have the limited resources. That is why you cannot control over the whole wishes of your friends. So that's why you have the scarcity. It means you will have some less amount of resources in regards of in regards of comparatively your wishes, your friends wishes. So it means due to having limited resources, due to having limited resources, due to having limited resources, it creates scarcity, it creates scarcity, it creates scarcity. What do you mean by scarcity? What do you mean by scarcity? Scarcity means what? When you have the availability of resources is less, but comparatively wants are more. It means we can say limited resources comparatively is comparatively is less to your unlimited wants. Clear? Limited resources comparatively is more less than your unlimited wants. This leads to your scarcity. The situation of scarcity comes. So this is the totally actually meaning of economics. So I think you have understood what is the actual meaning of economics. Okay. So if you talk about the branch of economics, so economics can be further divided into two branches. If you talk about the nature, if you talk about the activities, there has been have some distributions of economics. Like you can say, if you talk about the if we talk about the branches of economics, branches of economics. So economics are further divided into two branches. The first one is microeconomics, microeconomics, and the second one is macroeconomics. Macroeconomics. As you have already studied about some information, as you have already studied the information about microeconomics and macroeconomics, who is the father of microeconomics? You have already known this name, that Adam Smith. Adam Smith. Adam Smith, the thinker of capitalist economy. You have already known the father of economics, the father of microeconomics is known as Adam Smith. Who is the father of microeconomics? Always just be remember in your mind. Who is the father of microeconomics? Adam Smith. He is the father of microeconomics. He is also known as the father of whole economics. He is also known as the father of whole economics. He in 1776, or you can say in 18th century, he developed his concept that microeconomics and also the capitalist economy. Okay, he also already we have explained this one. So now what is the meaning of macroeconomics, that we will understand what is the actually meaning of micro and macro. First of all, we need to understand what actually the father of macroeconomics, who developed the concept of macroeconomics. You have already listened this name, John Maynard-Keynes. John Maynard-Keynes. You have already known this name. He is the father of macroeconomics, that is J.M. Keynes. You have just known the name, his short name, that is J.M. Keynes, John Maynard Keynes. Am I clear to everybody? So what is the meaning of microeconomics? So in microeconomics is further divided into three parts. Just try to understand. You have studied about the law of demand, law of supply. You have studied about the production, you have cost, revenue, market, consumer equilibrium, PPC, that you have already known about these words. So these all the terms or terminologies comes into microeconomics. It means microeconomics further divided into three behavior, right? Which what are these three behaviors? This totally divided into three parts. Microeconomics divided into three parts. The first one is consumer behavior. Consumer behavior, it means in this consumer behavior we study about the demand, supply, no, not supply, because supply comes into the producer behavior. Demand, elasticity of demand, consumer equilibrium, right? So this all comes into where, for the consumer behavior. So next one is what? Producer behavior. Producer behavior. Producer behavior. So in this producer behavior, we behave like a producer, right? We study concept of cost, we study about concept of revenue, production function, total cost, total product. This all comes into producer behavior. Theory of supply, theory of demand, we have already studied in consumer behavior. So these all concepts comes into producer behavior. Now a place where consumer comes and producer comes. Producer comes to sell their product, and consumer come to wants to buy product. So a place where consumer and producer comes, this place is known as market. So we study about the market behavior, right? So here is we study about the market behavior. Market behavior. This whole three concepts divided into the microeconomics. So here consumer equilibrium, here producer equilibrium, we will study in market behavior is market equilibrium. So these are some concepts we will we will be studying in these three concepts, in three behaviors in microeconomics. Am I clear to everyone? And we will also study some terminologies like what is the meaning of demand, supply, what is the meaning of investment, consumption. These all things we will study. Now, what is the meaning of microeconomics? Here, the microeconomics divided into three behavior, but what the actually meaning of microeconomics? Microeconomics means usually you can say whenever we study about some individual firm or any individual level, when we study about what is microeconomics, we can say study of economics at individual level. Individual level. Individual level. Whenever we study the study of whenever we study the economics at an individual level, individual level means what? You are studying the demand for a single person, for a single market, or you can say single city. So this comes into the microeconomics. But if you are studying, if you want to study or you want to know the whole demand of your country, then this demand is known as aggregate demand, which comes in macroeconomics. It means in microeconomics we study the economics at individual level, but in the whole term, or you can say at a large level, when we try to study, then that will be study in macroeconomics. Am I clear to everybody? So this is the behavior which comes in microeconomics. So let's start with the nature of economics. What is the nature of economics? Nature of economics, as you know, nature means what? That is positive economic and normative economics. Okay, so what is the positive economics and normative economics? Have you ever listened this name? What is the meaning of positive and normative? This is the nature of economics. It means positive economics always talk about your facts, whatever that you have in the economy, whatever the having you have, that is known as positive economics. Whatever you are having in your economy, this is what positive economics. Like if any person is drinking alcohol, or any taking any toxic substances, so this is the fact. Like, so this is what positive economics. But is it right, or you can say is this healthier to him to take these substances? Totally not. It means you are going to give some ideology that is it good or is it bad. So whenever you are giving some judgment, you are giving your ideology that it is good or it is bad, and how it can be overcome from this situation. So if you are giving the any ideology, this comes into normative economics. And whatever that you have, just you have only matlab, here we talk about the fact that we are having. So this is known as the positive economics. Am I clear to everyone? This is the nature of economics, positive and normative. So now, so this is the definition and nature of economics, and then we'll study about the micro and macroeconomics that I have already told you: demand and supply, law of determination, production, practice of production, cost and revenue concepts. This I have already told you about. The demand and supply comes into demand comes into the consumer behavior, supply comes into the producer behavior, and determinants what are the actual factors which affects the supply or demand, that we will also study, because it's a very important concept. So many questions has been previously asked in your examination for SSC, or you are aspirant of UPSC or any state PCS exams, that many of questions has been already asked from the determinants of demand and supply. Okay, so we'll study in a very deep manner whenever we will study about this concept. So production and factors of production comes to the producer behavior, as I have already told you just previously slides, and cost and revenue also comes into the producer behavior. So we'll study about the basic concepts of this economics and also some terminologies. Like this is the first part, and then we'll start from the Indian economy. Then we'll start from the Indian economy. First of all, we'll study about the Indian economy. First of all, we'll study about the pre-independence. Then we study about the post-independence. So both the condition will study. You have already listened about the new economic policy in 1991. We'll study what are the situations before this new economic policy and what are the conditions that we are convinced to apply, or you can say we are convinced that we should to applicable for new economic policy. Why we have just evolved in new economic policy, why we have just issued this privatization, globalization, and privatization, globalization, and liberalization, right? So why this we have evolved in this situation? So all the things we will study in this in Indian economy. Why we have just formed in 5 year plans, and then we have removed this 5 year plan and formed Niti Ayog, economic growth, and what is the meaning of development, what is the basic difference between growth, what is the basic difference between development. So difference between growth and development, that we will study. Next, what are the sectors of Indian economy? As you have already studied that there are five sector of economy, five sectors of Indian economy. First one is primary sector. I think you have known about only three sectors: primary sector, secondary sector, and tertiary sector. But actually, we have the five sector. Knowledge based and quinary activities all are also involved in these sectors, like primary sector, secondary sector, tertiary sector, quaternary sector, and quinary sector. So these are total five sectors are involved in Indian economy. So we'll study about the agriculture, industry, and services also. National income, GDP, GNP, NDP, NNP. Here we'll study about the types of or you can say methods of calculation of national income. What are the methods that we can apply to calculate the national income? So we'll study about this total, what is the actual meaning of national income, what is the circular flow of income, real flow, what is deflation, inflation, real flow, money flow, GDP deflator, real GDP, nominal GDP. This all terminologies comes into the national income that we will going to study in further classes. So now again we'll study this totally this part. If we talk about this part, national income, this is a part of totally macroeconomics. Okay, and economic growth and development, Indian economy, and 5 year plans, and Niti Ayog, poverty, unemployment, and inequality. This part comes into the Indian economy. So we'll study about the poverty, unemployment, what types of unemployment, what types of poverty, why poverty has been has come into India, how can we what are the remedies to remove the poverty from India. So we'll study about the poverty, unemployment, what are the inequalities, how we can remove these inequalities by using some remedies. So we'll study about the inequalities. These are the type part of your Indian economy. Now we will study about the economic policy and reforms, economic planning in India, liberalization, privatization, and globalization. As I have just already told you, when you have applied the new economic policy in 1991, what are the conditions that we have convinced to apply this 1991? We have to issue this policy. We'll study about this further in further sessions. Make in India, Startup India, Atmanirbhar Bharat, industrial policies, and MSME sector. What are the schemes that government has issued? What are the actions? What are the policies that that the government has been formed to enhance these industrial in the enhance to MSME sector, SHGs groups? So we'll study in further sessions. Now the major part of this is very important part of your economics subject, and many questions has been already asked in your previous exams, as well as will be asked in your coming exams, because this part is very important. So now this part is a part of macroeconomics, that is money and banking, where we study about the what is the function of money. Previously before the evolution of money, uh, barter system was there. So what is the meaning of barter system, what are the lackness of barter system due to which the money evolution of money has been evolved. Then we'll study about the function of money, what is the function and what is the meaning of RBI, what the function, how RBI works, or how you can say how RBI forms some policies to control the money supply in an economy. So we'll study about some monetary policy which comes into the RBI, Central Bank of India. So we'll study about the fiscal policy which is formed from the formed by the Ministry of Finance. We'll study about the inflation and deflation, who controls the inflation and deflation, and by which instruments that can be used to control the inflation and deflation. So we will also study about the banking system in India. What are the banking committees formed in India? First bank which we have realized, how banking system has been evolved in India. Evolution of banking system we will study. So banking system in India: public sector, private sector, cooperation, cooperative banks, financial inclusions, how many times of financial inclusion has been settled in our Indian economy, financial inclusions and digital payments, UPI, RuPay, etc. This we will study. Next we'll study about the budget and taxations. Sorry. So budget and taxation, we'll study about the union budget, and also will connect to the budget, will connect this budget to the current situation, because whenever the current budget is been passed, we will connect all this, you can say expenditures, or you can say data will connect to the union budget. We will study same basically what are the meaning of components of budget, that is, or either it is revenue budget or will components of budget, objective of government budget will study. So but we will totally connect to the current situation, it means current affair, right? So next we'll study about the goods and services tax, and where when it has been evolved in our country. Direct and indirect tax, what is the meaning of direct and indirect taxes? Government schemes related to the economy: PM Kisan, MG Narega, or you can say PMKY, किसान विकास पत्र, प्रधानमंत्री सुरक्षा बीमा योजना, प्रधानमंत्री मुद्रा योजना. We will study about this some schemes in this part. So next we study about the international trade and organization. First of all, we study about the balance of payment, trade deficit, foreign direct investment, foreign portfolio investment, international economic organizations, International Monetary Fund, World Bank, World Trade Organizations, BRICS, and G20 recently has been evolved. So we'll study about this whole concept from our economy syllabus. So these are the total economic part of your SSC CGL syllabus. We will, I think we will take 30 to 35 classes to cover this whole syllabus in a easily manner. And in these classes already mentioned, we have we will do some PYQs, we will do some mock tests, we will do some most expected questions. So everything will be done in these 30 to 35 hours. And you have already known that I have already told you approx 4 to 5 question or 3 to 4 questions has been asked in from the economic subject. We'll try to understand that all the concept in a very easy manner. Will not try to understand economic subject as a economic. We'll study and try to connect in a general life. Okay, so we'll start this class in further sessions. Hope so you have liked these sessions, and kindly share with your friends and try to solve all the economic problems and all the concepts of economic will in easy manner. Okay, so let's meet in further classes. Thank you so much. Take care. Jai Hind.